India is home to a vibrant and diverse population. Among its many communities, Muslims hold a significant place. The Muslim presence in India goes way back to the early centuries of Islam. Arab traders, drawn to the spices and riches of the subcontinent, set up trading posts along the west coast. The Delhi Sultanate, which started in the 13th century, was a big turning point. It brought in a time when Islam was the main political power. The Mughal Empire, which began in the 16th century, made Islam's place in Indian society even stronger. During the Mughal Empire, India had a golden age of art, architecture and literature, much of which was inspired by Islamic traditions. The Taj Mahal is a great example of the amazing culture that grew during this time. Islam didn't arrive in India all at once. It happened over many centuries. It started with Arab traders who set up trading posts along India's west coast as far back as the 7th century. These traders brought their religion, customs and language, which slowly started to influence the people who lived there. People believe the Cheraman Juma Masjid in Kerala, built in the 7th century, was the first mosque in India. When the Delhi Sultanate was created in the 13th century, it was a major change for Islam in India. The Sultanate brought big parts of northern India under Muslim rule. During this time, lots of mosques, madrasas and other amazing buildings were built. Sufism, which focuses on mysticism and spiritual experiences, played a big role in bringing people to Islam. When the Sultanate became weaker in the 14th century, regional powers started to grow stronger, which led to the Mughal Empire. When Islam came to India, it created a really interesting mix of cultures, kind of a unique Indo-Islamic blend. This led to a unique Indo-Islamic blend. Sufism, which is controversial for some Muslims, became very popular in India, attracting people from all walks of life. You can really see how Islam changed Indian food. Dishes like biryani, kebabs, and flavorful curries are now a regular part of Indian cooking. Art and architecture thrived with support from Islamic patrons. The Mughals were big supporters of the arts, and during their rule, some of India's most famous buildings were built, like the Taj Mahal. These amazing buildings combined Islamic style with Indian craftsmanship. Music was also influenced by Islam. Qawwali, a type of Sufi religious music, became super popular in India. Even though Muslims have a long and rich history in India, they face many problems today. With the rise of Hindu nationalism, Muslims are being left out and treated unfairly more and more. Attacks on Muslims and their mosques have become more common. Muslims in India often feel stuck between their religion and feeling like they belong in the country. Because some people don't tolerate other religions, it's hard for Muslims to say they are Indian without being judged. Discrimination against Muslims happens in many areas, like in schools, jobs, and finding a place to live. Even with these problems, the Muslim community in India is strong. Many young Muslims are using education and starting businesses to fight stereotypes and make a society where everyone is included. The history of Islam in India is a big part of the country's mix of cultures and religions. From when the Arab traders first came to the rise and fall of empires, Islam has changed India's history in big ways. Today, India has the second biggest Muslim population in the world, and the community is still important in the country's social, economic, and political life. Even with the difficulties they face, Muslims in India are a key part of the country. They've done a lot of important things for Indian society. The history of Islam in India shows how the country has accepted and blended different cultures and religions for a long time. As India continues to grow, it's important to celebrate these differences and make a society where everyone feels like they belong and are proud to be Indian. India's future depends on accepting its multicultural history and encouraging tolerance, respect, and understanding. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel Islam Vids for more cool videos. Thanks for watching.